What's up, pigeons? Today is February 23rd, 2025. Just did a little spring loft scrape. Finally got some 40-degree weather. This winter's been pretty cold. A lot of negatives, a lot of low 20s. But give it a good scrape. New feed and water. I'm gonna start weaning over some of the early young birds. There's some stuff I need to patch up in this loft, but I wanted a new loft for flying old bird and young bird this year, but just don't have time to work on it. As of right now, this is what we're gonna work with. Might try to add another section like this over on this side to kind of give us a little more room, but eventually I'll have a setup for old bird and young bird to fly out of. But this year we're gonna try old bird flying. This is the team. I do have a couple late hatches in here that are not experienced, so we're gonna try them out. I know people say late hatches really don't work, but let some birds go a couple rounds towards the end of the fall, and I just held on to them. That guy right there, white nose, I think he's something special. But this is a team that we're gonna be flying with this year. We got a few from 2023. Y'all remember Black Thunder? That's from Lightning Loft. And that's the purple band right there. That's Zapdos. That's from Lightning Loft too. We'll try them out in old bird this year, and they stick around, they'll be part of the team. But green is 2023, yellow is 2024. Got about 25 birds, I believe, somewhere around there that we're working with. But I'm gonna wean over the first round, the team. January, I think about 6 or 7 birds to come over, and we're slowly start training them, at least trap training them. They're a little strong on the wing now. That's kind of the downside of early breeding in January, just because if we get unfortunate weather in Wisconsin, we still have a bunch of snow. I know some people are training the young birds already. This is really not ideal for us to start training, but we'll wean over the first rounds and start getting them used to their trapdoor. Put them on top of their settling cage up here. But it was a good day to finally clean the loft. Been pretty sick these past few days, but today was nice and warm. It was like mid 40s. Come out and clean the loft, and good day to move some birds over. But some of these guys, they're trying to pair up. Maybe I'll let them go around first before we start training. I believe old bird racing doesn't start till May. So February, March, if they have one round in March, their babies will be ready in April. And we'll just separate them in April, give them a good month of training. We should be all right. But that's the plan for now with these old birds. And let's get the young birds over and have them start settling in and start learning from these older guys. All right, since we moved all the bigger babies, did a little loft cleanup. Still a little wet from the frozen poop, but this loft still needs to be worked on too. So I still need to pop open 2 windows, plan to have a walkout aviary out there for the prisoner breeders. That way they can have some fresh air, and I can give them baths out there. So this is just a temporary setup. It's always rushing, just don't have time, but eventually I like all my nest boxes to be on this side, on this back wall. I like to see at least 5 by 3, so 15 nest box total. But this is just kind of a quick put together. Even some of these used panels still got holes. I need to silicone them up. But I think next year I'm not gonna run the solar system anymore. This first year with the solar on this one is a little rough. This loft is not as insulated, but I think what I'm gonna do, well, the main idea of this loft was I was gonna hook it up to my car every winter and pull it to the house and run extension cord, and I'll breed over by the house. And then when it comes to almost spring, I'll drag the coop back. But this year I just figured I got the solar system, give it a shot, see how it does. Our babies were so-and-so. There were like a lot of singles, a couple misses, but February is here. A couple of them that their first rounds didn't hit. Big B and Anwar, I pulled their egg so they can go again. Their egg looked like it was a dud. Let's see, same thing as the Aranya, Kettle, and Chippewa. They had a miss, but everybody else seemed to do okay. A few singles here and there. This was a single with Compass. 53-511 was a single. Mr. Bright, he was a single, and that was it. Otherwise, these guys did pretty good. They're already on their second round. We got Beardo and our Alpha and the Muleman. So far these guys are the best breeders this year, where they have 2 successful babies and on to their second clutch already. I just weaned over their babies today. So 2 from him up top, 2 from them, and 2 from them, and was it Pistolero and Maleficent? They had a single baby, and I had them weaned over 2. So 7 of them over at the Flying Loft as of right now. Everybody else, so these guys are on eggs. Eggs up here. Hopefully by next week they're back on eggs. Beardo, they're back on eggs. Second clutch. Mr. Bright, they're getting ready to go on second clutch. This baby, I just want to give him another week or so. He's almost there. Compass, their baby's pretty good. Hopefully it's a red. Well, if things don't work out with the Minnesota Classic bird with 53-511s, I think these inexperienced parents, they might have sat on the baby a little bit too hard, but I'll never really know. His wings are kind of like pointing up for the most part. Seems like it's been getting better, but he's kind of got like a wide split on his legs, so that's one thing we gotta keep an eye on. If he has issues, we probably won't send him, which is really unfortunate. I mean, I could try to send his second round. It looked like they're already about to go on a second clutch, but for sure I'll be flying him if that's not the case of sending him out. Let's see how he does. Give him a shot. He's nice and healthy, other than his a little deformed here and there. But if this guy if he can't make the race, I might send him Compass and the Kiddo 400. She flew the last 400 nomination race. And she was the first bird back. And Compass, he's our silver up here. This baby was pretty consistent last year, so might send him. Otherwise, down here they got a single baby too. That's the Hawk Saddle and Seca 6397. I really like her daughters, so maybe we'll send her, but we'll keep an eye out on this one for sure and see how he turns out. But we got options, we still got time, but it's just kind of picking the bird before they grow up, and sometimes they just don't work out. It's all part of it. But got some pigeon duty done today, and hopefully for some warmer weather.